That YouTuber, Instagrammer, be your own boss, picture perfect, freedom lifestyle looks so good, doesn't it? But how do you know if you are ready to create that life for yourself and become an online entrepreneur? Well, if you want to know exactly what you need to consider to figure that out, then keep on watching. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. So let's talk about the 7 questions that you need to ask yourself before you set out to start your own online business. Before we get into the questions though, let me preface this by addressing the whole concept of social media influencers. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about this, and this may be a little bit controversial, but for me personally, I don't have any issue with the term social media influencer or influencers in general. But when you're first starting out, what I will say is don't set out with the intention of becoming an influencer. And not because there's anything wrong with being an influencer, but only because if that is your only goal, then you're going to be focusing on the wrong things, which is just going to make it so much harder for you to build a sustainable lifestyle by doing what you're doing online. So instead, start off with an entrepreneurial mindset, which means you're looking to provide solutions and deliver value and create something that's profitable and scalable. So the first question to ask yourself is, do you know what problem you're trying to solve? Every successful business is built around providing a solution to the target market. So think about who your audience is and what problems do they have that you have a solution to. Which leads to my second question, which is, do you know what you can offer to the world? Do you know what you're good at, what your skills and expertise are? Do you know what you're passionate enough about that you can keep talking about it all the time and keep learning more and more about? If you're not quite sure on this point, then check out this video where I shared with you how you can find your passion and purpose in life. Speaking of talking about the same things all the time, your content for any online business, your content is going to be a crucial part of attracting and nurturing your audience, aka your potential customers. And this is a long process of constantly and consistently showing up, sharing your message, and just putting your best foot forward time and time again, and hearing, well, little to nothing in the beginning. Building an organic audience of real and engaged people who are really interested in you and your message and eventually your products and services is a long and tedious process. So are you prepared to put yourself out there and just hear crickets and tumbleweed for an indefinite period of time? Because that is the reality. That's what everyone goes through, because every single one of us, we all start at 0 when we start out online. So that leads me to my next question. Are you ready to face those parts of yourself that you'd rather not? Your insecurities, your limitations, your fears, and your weaknesses. Because trust me, when you start out on an entrepreneurial journey, all those things will come up and demand that you face them. You will have to work on your own personal development every single day so that you can become the entrepreneur, the thought leader, and the influencer that you need to be so that you can show up in the best possible way for your audience and your clients. So are you ready to become a lifelong learner? Because not only will you have to keep learning more and more about yourself and doing the personal development work, but you will also have to keep learning about your industry. You'll also have to learn the ins and outs of running a business. If you're trying to leverage video content, then you have to learn to film and edit videos. And everything from, social media marketing and the changing platforms and everything in between, there's a lot of learning that is required as part of running your own business. Now, don't let that overwhelm you though, because I am not saying that you need to become an expert in everything before you even take a single step. Not at all. Your own ideas and taking action is far more important. What I'm saying here is that you just need to be committed and open to and even excited about the fact that you will have to learn a lot of hard and soft skills in order to keep growing as an entrepreneur. So yeah, you will learn something, you'll implement it, and you'll just keep learning as you go. And eventually you'll even outsource certain tasks and bring in experts to help you with certain aspects of your business. But as the business owner, as the entrepreneur, it is crucial that you understand that you will have to become open to learning. Are you willing to make sacrifices to create the reality that you want for yourself? Building a business takes time and energy and investment. So are you ready to, come home at the end of a long day and work on your side hustle? Are you willing to put in the hours on the weekends? And when you really get serious about this and start working on this, it'll mean that you have less time to, go out and socialize and spend time with friends and just watch Netflix. Are you willing to make that investment in your business in terms of time and money? Because it will mean that you'll need to set aside money to invest in courses and coaches and even supplies and the systems that you need to put in place to run your business. So make sure that before you get started, you consider what all of this means and if you're ready to make those sacrifices in your life. And check out this video for the 5 steps that you will always need to take whenever you're trying to make a big change in your life and create the life that you love. And then, do you have the resilience to keep going, especially when things get tough? Because trust me, things will get tough. This is not something that, you go hard at for 2 months and then it's suddenly all rainbows and sunshine and laying on a beach in Hawaii. It doesn't work like that. You're not just going to be able to post a few pictures on Instagram and suddenly have brands lining up to just give you their products or pay you to promote their products. You're going to need to be patient and pick yourself back up when you're frustrated. And go out there and, seek out the business besties and the mentors so that you create yourself a support network, especially if you don't have that in your personal life, and just keep doing the work. You're also going to need faith, not necessarily in a spiritual sense, but faith in yourself, and keep telling yourself that this will absolutely work because I'm going to keep learning and implementing and keep showing up until this works. So I truly do believe that anyone can become an online entrepreneur, but in order to do that, you are going to have to consider these things and really be willing to step up and do the work, because it is a lot of work, but it is also so rewarding and liberating. So if you got this far in the video and you're thinking, yep, I'm ready, just tell me how to do this, then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button, because in next week's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how short-term planning and short-term goal setting can be key to keep you motivated and get you to build that momentum that you need in the beginning, especially when you're trying to create your online business or when you're trying to become a content creator. So make sure you don't miss that. Hit that notification bell so that you know when that video is out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and share it with a friend who could also benefit from these tips. And make sure you also come over and join me on Instagram, which is where I share even more tips and inspiration every single day. Check out these videos for more tips, techniques, and tools on how you can create the life that you want for yourself. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.